Happy Easter to everybody! These are students from Immaculate Conception Academy in Minnesota.
We are reading from Jesus of Nazareth by Mother Mary Loyola.
Chapter 40. Jesus Christ yesterday, today, and the same forever. The darkness of that Sabbath night was just giving place to day. It was beginning to dawn towards the first day of the week. Within the sealed sepulchre all was stillness and gloom. The mangled body, in its wrappings, lay motionless, stiff, and cold.
Suddenly a blaze of glory filled the rocky chamber, and in the midst was Jesus, Jesus risen from the dead, to die no more. The soul had returned from limbo and re-entered the body, and he rose, body and soul reunited forever, in a majesty and beauty befitting the Son of God.
He was the very same, but oh, how changed! All the marks of his suffering and humiliation gone, only in the hands, feet, and side 5 wounds, not disfiguring, but glorifying him by their dazzling beauty. As he rose by his own power, so by his own power he left the tomb. No angel rolled back the stone to let him pass, but with the subtlety that belongs to a glorified body, he passed through, leaving the guards still sleeping and the seal untouched. But the next instant Jerusalem was shaken to its foundations by a great earthquake, for an angel of the Lord descended from heaven, and coming rolled back the stone and sat upon it, and his countenance was as lightning and his raiment as snow. And for fear of him the guards were struck with terror and became as dead men.
One only of those who believed in him, was preparing to welcome him back from the grave. She who kept all his words, pondering them in her heart, held fast the promise, and the third day he shall rise again. She knew he would return to her. She was counting the hours all that sad Saturday, and when night fell, she was keeping watch and turning continually to the east for the first streaks of the coming day. We wonder perhaps that with hope such as hers, sorrow could have been so crushing. But while her son was absent, and the memory of his sufferings was allowed to overwhelm her, there could be no consolation for that stricken mother. She could only make her acts of faith and hope, and wait patiently till he should come.
And he came, more swiftly than the lightning flashing from east to west. He passed from his rocky tomb to her chamber on Mount Sion, and as swiftly came the change in that desolate heart from midnight darkness to midday brightness and joy. The dawn was only breaking, the third day scarcely come, when he returned from the grave, eager to comfort those who mourned for him, and his mother first of all. The Scripture indeed does not mention his visit to her, but can we think that the best of sons would refuse this honor and consolation to his mother? St. Ignatius of Loyola says that anyone who could doubt that Christ's first visit was to her would deserve to hear his own words of reproach. Are you also without understanding?
The meeting between the mother and the son was for themselves alone. It will be one of the joys of heaven to know what passed between them in those first moments of his risen life. All we know now is that Mary could say with greater truth than David, "According to the multitude of my sorrows in my heart, thy comforts have given joy to my soul." Psalm 93.
Both were eager for the glad surprises of this blessed day to begin soon. He must hasten to comfort those who on his account were in such bitter trouble. And so he left her to go on his errands of love, to do that work of comforting which is always the delight of his sacred heart.
Regina Coeli,